I'm really fascinated with the mystery of songwriting. I am a writer and I write all the time. A lot of times I'll pick up a different guitar from day to day just to see where that takes me. The guitar will sometimes direct which way this song might go. There's the joke about how many guitars does a guitar player really need? Only one, more. You probably heard that one. Well, that's me. Almost every time I've gotten a new guitar and I get it home and I'm so excited to play it, it inspires a song. Because they do speak, in certain guitars, songs just come out of them. It sounds kind of mysterious, but songwriting is mysterious. This is a Fender Broadcaster. It's from the early 50s. This guitar is irreplaceable to me. It's the Heartbreakers' original sound. It's my first really nice electric guitar. It's priceless. I will never sell it. I got it for $600 at Nadine's Music Store in Hollywood, California, when we were doing our first record, because I only had a Stratocaster at the time, and Tom was using that, so I needed something good. And I found this on the wall, and it's natural wood, and it's just beautiful. It plays wonderful. And we used it all through the Heartbreakers records. In fact, on Mary Jane's Last Dance, Tom played this. It kind of helped establish what the Heartbreakers sound like, the overtones of this guitar. Telecasters are very popular with a lot of players. They tend to be bright. This guitar, for some reason, is bright, but it's not brittle. It's got a nice brightness, an even kind of high end to it that cuts through, but it's also kind of mellow at the same time. This is number one to me. This is the first one I got that I connected with. I'm lucky to have it here. I don't even take it out of the house anymore because I'm afraid something might happen to it. This is it. Desert Island, this is the one I want. It's part of me, and I know how to make it work. This is a 1959 Les Paul. It's considered the holy grail of many guitar players and guitar collectors. This is a particularly good one. It's in great condition, and I don't take it out of the house, and it's a totally different sound than the Broadcaster. It's a piece of art. It's thicker and has some really darker tones, and this guitar represents a lot of records I grew up on, like Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck. A lot of those great players from the 60s that inspired me used this same model guitar. I got this, and we were starting an album called Mojo with the Heartbreakers, and I brought it into the rehearsal. We started playing, and Tom lost his mind. He said, "That's a great sounding guitar. I want you to play it on every song on this album. We're going to make this album around the sound of that guitar." And we did. So the whole Mojo album is mostly me playing this. And the new Dirty Knobs record called Reckless Abandon, 90% of it is this guitar too, because it's big and it fills out the sound for a four-piece band. But it has inspired a lot of songs. And so I figure a guitar inspires one great song, it was paid itself off, It's ironic that all those guys back in the 60s that I mentioned all gravitated to this guitar individually. They just instinctively knew that was their heart and their sound. This would probably be my second choice if I was on a desert island. I would have the Broadcaster in this one. It's kind of irreplaceable, really. And there were only, I think, 600 of these made in 1959, so there's not that many in the world. This is a Firebird, which has quite a little story behind it. Supposedly, this is Johnny Winter's signature. I can't verify that, but I've seen his signature, and it does look like this. This guitar I bought in Philadelphia. I was on tour with Fleetwood Mac, and on a day off, my wife and I went walking, and we passed a pawn shop. But up on the wall was hanging this thing. And I have Firebirds, but I don't have a white one. I put it in the show that night at the Fleetwood Mac concert, and it was my main guitar the rest of the tour, and it just sounded perfect. And it's also become my main guitar in my Dirty Knobs live stuff because I just fell in love with it. My first guitar back in Florida with Mudcrutch and Tom was a Firebird, but it was red. Of course, one day I was in the studio, I put it on a chair, went to the bathroom, I came back and Tom had sat on it and broke the neck off of it. So in a way, this is replacing that one. Well, this is a testament, all you players out there. If you love playing, you don't have to spend all that money to have a good instrument and to express yourself. The Dirty Knobs is a band of mine that started out as a side project between Heartbreakers tours for me to just keep my chops up and have fun. And it grew into a little band of its own. And we started playing around LA and little places and playing concerts that did not have hits in the set. Just the songs we're playing you've never heard before, but we're going to make this happen and make it work and pull you in. And I love that challenge. This is our new record. It's something I'm really, really proud of. I'm really proud of this cover. And this cover was done by a fellow named Klaus Bormann, who had a connection with the Beatles back in the day. He did the Revolver album for them. So we sent him the record, and he loved it. I'm really proud of what he did, and I hope everybody gets to hear it. It's called Reckless Abandon. And we made a conscious effort to play live in the studio without overdubbing hardly at all. All the guitar solos are live during the song. Most of the vocals are live, and it's all just 4 guys playing together, not 4 guys cutting a track and then adding a bunch of stuff on top of it. And keep it a little bit raw, but still make it sound good. Yeah, your papa knows. Most of the Reckless Abandon album is loud rocking. There's a couple of songs that are a little quieter and tender, and the song Irish Girl is one of those. How far a young girl will go for the love of a London man. I was driving home one day and I had the radio on, and there was a song by Van Morrison and Them, and I thought, that has got a great groove. When I got home, I took the guitar out and I tried to find that feel on the guitar and just real simple chords. There's 3 chords in it, I think. And I was thinking, probably because of Van Morrison, there's this girl and she's following this guy who went to London. She's from Ireland, she's an Irish girl. Hey, little Irish girl, nothing can stop you now. I like the lyrics on this song. They're more poetic than most of the record. Can you feel the night flowing through your bones? The Heartbreakers, and I mean, most of the music I've done, the songs that we write, even though they may have dark, mysterious, shadowy themes here and there was always redemption and hope that life can be better. Yeah. I can't imagine a world without music. I mean, music makes people happy, makes people mentally healthy. Yeah, you make it through somehow. It helps you feel love. It makes life brighter. And it also, music also has this magical, timeless thing where something can happen when you're 20. You're in a situation where you meet somebody or something magical happens, there's a song playing in the background when that happens. 40 years later, you're somewhere, that song comes on, your mind will go right back to that feeling you had. Hey, little Irish girl, nothing can stop you now. I make music because it makes me happy. Nothing can stop you now.